I don't, she says. No, I don't.
Look at my lover. No, I don't. Look at my lover that way. No, I don't. I don't know.
No, I don't. What does it mean?
I don't know.
Hey, Victoria, this might be... Welcome to another exciting episode of...
Feel It Real Fun for We on the 22nd of December, 2023.
So that means I guess we have one more Your Questions Answered live show this year.
This year.
Yep.
And possibly... Oh, one and... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And two shows then before.
Yeah.
But we probably don't want to do it Tuesday because that's their Christmas Day.
I don't mind. Yeah, there'll be somebody
no
lonely.
one will show up.
There'll be somebody lonely at Christmas.
Oh, don't. It'll be your show. Okay.
Remarkable Lori, remarkable Anka. Welcome.
Hello, you guys.
Andrew Villanueva. You know, you could be remarkable too. Heather, remarkable.
Yes.
Oh my God, all these remarkable cool kids are showing up.
Yes.
That's right.
Hello.
Heather, your content really inspires me. I was going to see if... Anyway, we'll have a chat sometime if you'd love to. At least, anyway. Joe, jump in. Welcome. Aloha.
Hello, you guys.
So, Victoria.
And it's your Manifesting Questions Answered Live, so...
And we got some good questions today.
JoinRemarkable.com.
JoinRemarkable.com. Think of it this way. How magical do you want next year to be? Because, see, in the actuality of you, from what I can tell, there's magical and there's rational. And a lot of people...
history and mystery.
Well, his story has to do with rationally. Well, you know, because of yesterday, tomorrow's going to be this way.
Yeah.
Right? His story.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're peeking at my
and
notes.
how long? So, when's the first call?
The first call is Sunday the 7th in the United States of America.
Okay, so
That's
you
right.
could still join
That's
and
right.
catch up on all the yummy stuff.
Or you could join afterwards and miss out on the first call. Right? JoinRemarkable.com.
Cool. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
There's Ashley. She's been remarkable. And Triple D. And MM.
Yeah.
Darkery, redarkable. You know, that's pretty good, darkery.
Very good.
That's pretty good, redarkable.
Redarkable.
It's redarkable. I tell you what, I really like just remarkable. Yeah, my name's Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Remarkable. That's right.
Remarkable, redarkable.
Yeah.
But then he's got...
Fantastic, bombastic, elastic.
He's got dark, though.
Yes,
right,
true.
Anyway,
Judy, welcome to the show.
Yes. Hello,
All
you
right.
guys.
Remarkable Gail. All right.
Yeah, that's it. So we're going to dive in with our first question from...
That's right.
Crismarl in Manifesting Mastery.
That's right. Now, that could be first name or last. I'm not sure which way it goes. Lisa and LaRock.
So either Crismarl or Mal Chris in Manifesting Mastery. Neville Goddard, Money Manifesting.
I love saying Neville Goddard, Money Manifesting.
I know you would. And Crismarl Mal Chris asks, I have one question for you. Since I felt unsure about feeling it real about money, is imagining looking at my passbook or bank book with my desired amount of money written on the balance column a good idea and a good way to imagine and feeling it real?
Cool. Keep going.
Thank you to both of you.
All right. So Victoria.
Yeah, it just reminds me, Crismarl Chris, of when I used to write checks to myself for $1 million and stick them on the back of the bedhead.
That's right. I tell you,
about them.
There's something about whenever you pick up a wild chick, right? And you take her home, or she goes, "Come on over to my place," and you're on the bed doing the and you look up.
There's $1 million check.
That's right. It's like,
you're my $1 million baby.
Do I keep going, or do I take the check and run? Right? Tony Doyle. That's misspelled. You forgot the E, Tony Doyle. Love you. Oh, you just pulled a gun on your pal.
Yeah,
Tabitha, remarkable. That's right. La Nina, remarkable. That's right.
And someone just actually asked that lady, how do we know when you're going to go live?
You don't. All right, we always go to live the same time each week, but Facebook's
we're either 4 minutes late or 10, depending on me.
Yeah, we're always 4 minutes late.
It's around this time, twice a week.
Yes.
And your you do not
podcast every single day.
Yeah, but I guess they're not live. But
no, they're live when I do them.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're not live for anyone else. All right.
Yes. Okay.
So.
And Mark, you're right. I don't think they ever know.
We all. Tony Doyle.
Okay.
That's right.
Keep going. So that's what. Yeah. So passbook, a bank account, seeing a balance of $5 million.
So I totally forgot the question.
How real does that feel to you?
I'm in bed with the wild thing, looking at her check, going, "Yeah, I could have both." That's right.
The wild thing and the check.
Yes.
Right. Can we go back to the question? Because they're all wondering, what are they on about?
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, you're done answering?
I've said my bit about the check on the bedhead.
I've said my bit. All right, so if you're an accountant, that might work for you. If you're really into spreadsheets and numbers, that might work for you. Not saying it won't. My whole the thing that I notice is Neville Goddard always said to imagine what implies the wish is fulfilled. So, yeah, like I just fired up the bank app before we did the show because I took money out of it to make sure there's plenty of money left, right? So I don't got to move money from this money to that money to that money to this money, right? So all that is real things in my life. I'll tell you another real thing, right? So every now and then the car needs tires. And like I can remember when getting my car new tires used to be dumpster diving for tires. It's like, these four look pretty good and they're about the same size. Right? Bobby Lahosky worked at the tire shop.
Back rear right, I'll just put something different.
Exactly. And you could slip Bobby, a 6-pack of beer and he'd hook you up. You know what I mean? So he'd put on your new used tires, right?
Yeah.
And so, but now tires. I mean, am I pleased if I got to put new tires in the car? Not really, Cortez. But in the grand scheme of things, no biggie, right? So this whole thing, Penny asked, "What's the question again?" Thanks, Penny. Right, it's about manifesting money. What would imply that you doubled your income, worked half the time? Is my favorite question because it's like it gets you out of your rational and gets you into your magical. So what would happen if I doubled my income, worked half the time? I'd buy 6 instead of 4 pork fillets. True, did this morning. Right, but I can remember being the guy thinking, I can get by with 4. I'll just slice them thinly and cook them with a lot of starch. Right. So my question is, how would you know? What would you do with the money? Because if it's the whole thing of I'd get a deluxe coffee every day instead of a cheapo coffee. Cool. Imagine the deluxe coffee. That implies your wish is fulfilled. How is your experience of stuff, of money, of people? How's it changed since you are at the money level that you want to be at? So stay tuned. We'll continue to answer this.
Stingy.
Yeah, some people is like that.
Yeah, they are. Some people.
That's right.
Yes. Cool. That's excellent. So thank you, Crismarl Chris, because we don't know which way it goes.
Oh, no. He's got another name too.
Oh, I thought you meant you didn't know which bit came first.
No. Crismarl is one part of his name. Could be his first or his last.
Sorry, Crismarl.
But I put it down and it's I'm not going to read his whole name on the air. Her name, his name, the name.
Yeah.
So you notice how once you get confused about one thing.
Got it.
All right.
Excellent. The next question's from Penny in Manifesting Mastery.
That's right. We are now getting to Penny's questions.
Dreams.
She asked what the question was.
Dreams, ... There's 3 dots.
That's right.
Because I try to do them exactly in the edits.
Can you
put 3 dots?
Can you imagine?
You put 4 dots.
She's giving me ammo.
You told me one time how important it is. No, I specifically choose words or do.
Yeah.
It's right. ...
So she's just giving me ammo to mess with her. It's anyway.
Dreams. That's right, Tony Doyle. So Penny asks, I'm noticing that when I'm about to wake up, I have some weird yet quirky dreams before I open my eyes. It gets more entertaining when having had a happy day. Why? I'm just wondering.
Cool. So I put a little note here. I'm going to read my little note, Gaza. It's dreams reflect your previous day and they reveal where you're going. They're part of the way that you speak to you. So in your previous day, things need to consolidate. The hard drive defragments.
Yeah. And
they also reveal where you're going based on who you're being, based on what you're imagining. So it's a lot of fun, So sometimes you're processing and consolidating. Some days, it's a little insights needed that may or may not show up. And as you know, I'm a massive fan of investing those first moments of the morning, Joseph Goddard style. So cool, great question. And by the way, if you ever have any dreams that you really, really don't like, like, like every now and then Victoria will be like in her, and I don't know where the fuck she goes at night sometimes.
But I'll
like
be yelling
seriously,
out apparently.
and I'll reach over and I'll just grab her head, and I'll just tell her, Victoria, you are okay. and if you ever remember anything like me rolling over and grabbing your face, telling you you're okay, you can always revise.
Yeah.
So if you ever have a dream that you don't want to settle for, and what's really cool if you play with that. And a lot of people won't play with revision, so they don't get the benefits of playing with it. You play with it enough, you'll notice that you start changing your dreams while you're in them. So it's a cool little way of like hacking lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is nothing more than getting like, radio. I'm in control here too, right? I can go in here and have some fun. So cool. It's a little more slippery when wet in dream time, but yeah. How was that? Cool.
That was very good.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Mike said he dreamt a lot about people dying last night, so where does that mean he's gone?
All right, do they deserve it?
Yeah, who knows?
I'm going to catch hell on that one. That
Mr.
Twenty, he
die.
asked if people deserve to die. I remember when Monica and I were in the White House. But,
cool. Excellent.
yeah, that's good.
So thank you, Penny, for your question.
Thank you, Victoria, for asking it.
That's all right.
She's my best friend. She was gone for a long time.
I was gone
Emmett swore she
only
died.
for 4 nights or 5. 4 nights.
4 nights and 5 days. 16 minutes.
A long time.
It was a long time. She really loved the nature talk, Lisa Ann LaRock.
Yes.
So
we looked it up and listened to it on, or I watched it and listened to it on Lisa's post.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Share.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Penny. The next question's from Rockin' Robin.
This is a remarkable question Robin is asking. A remarkable question.
Smoking tobacco.
That's right.
And Robin asks, tobacco is one of my favourite substances, but I admit I'm sceptical of Native American views on it.
I love people that are spectacle.
I don't believe tobacco is good for you from experience. I run very fast and train 5 times a week. God, good on you, Robin. And I don't want to jeopardize my progress and healthy eating and whatnot. I've wanted to try imagining the feeling of when I smoke tobacco, but I never have since I was worried it would lead me to actually smoking it again. Could you give me insight on this?
Absolutely. Hashtag Daniel was an asshole. Right, if you do that for me, Tony Doyle, I'd appreciate that. Hashtag Daniel was an asshole. Right. So
I guess we're talking Victorian law.
Oh, no, we're not talking about Dictator Dan.
Oh, okay, we're not talking about
No, that's Dictator Dan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daniel was an asshole.
Yeah, Daniel was an asshole, right? So the first time I made like 6 figures a year, right? I worked for a fellow named Daniel. And Daniel was... I wonder if anybody filled in the blank, when I said that. Anyway, I'm sort of clever.
No, I didn't. But I will on the refund I edit.
Yeah. Daniel was my boss. And Daniel had his own peculiar ways about him. But that was in the credit card processing business. So I was part of the team that rolled out smart cards, the little chips on the cards, and electronic gift cards in the United States of America, right? Mm-hmm. So that was the first time I made good money. I mean, really good money, right? And so when I started imagining making good money again, right? So I decided, I'm going to make good money again, right? I didn't have any fear of going back to working for Daniel or doing the credit card biz because those were middles. Right? Now, if I was imagining going door to door, hey, my name is Jack Ryan. I'm here today in order to bother you for 3 minutes and get you to buy my service, right? Yeah, I'm not imagining that. What I'm imagining is making great money while doing what I love. Completely different thing. But so I made great money with Daniel. What was Daniel? My boss.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see if anybody remembers the old hashtag.
I thought Daniel was an asshole.
Exactly.
What's the hashtag?
Exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's the hashtag, right? So even though I can remember Daniel was an asshole, he didn't cause me to make that kind of money. right? So let's apply this to smoking and addiction and all sorts of cool things.
Yeah.
Because what happens is Bob goes to the bar. Bob sees a pretty girl.
Yes.
Bob goes, I'm going to go talk to me that pretty girl. And he downs 2 things of liquid courage, right? Goes to talk to the pretty girl, takes her home. There's a check on the... You know what happens, right? so inside of him gets wired. You know what? Drinking 2 beers before you go talk to the pretty girl gets you... Yeah,
looking at
get you in
checks
her...
on the bedhead.
Yeah, exactly. Get you looking at the checks on her bedhead, right? And so... And that's where addiction begins. So you start blaming something in the middle, right? So now I could imagine drinking 2 beers to the point where I drink them. I could probably imagine...
But you don't really drink beer.
Yeah, but I really don't drink beer. Like every now and then I get a hankering for that dark stuff.
The stout, the Guinness.
The Guinness, right.
Which is a stout.
Which is a stout.
It is.
Yes. You see, Victoria's an expert on beer. She owned a bar and an auto garage. And all, she's done all kind of cool shit, right?
Yeah.
So this whole thing about smoking tobacco, if you get to imagine up the feeling that you desire, what implies how does that feeling move through your body, right? So let me back up another way and snuggle into this. I've met 85-year-old Cubans, right? I'm talking the humans, right? 85-year-old Cuban humans who smoke 3 cigars a day. And I got to admit, I look at them and I can just tell their muscle tone, they're wiry, they're strong. And there's a part of me that if I got into a fight with them, I'd kneecap him in a heartbeat, right? He's 85, I'm 57, right? 31 years difference. I'd take him out as fast as possible.
As you can, yeah.
Well, not because I have to.
No,
right?
yeah,
Because they're tougher than me.
Yeah, got you.
Right? So it's an interesting thing. So what are they imagining about smoking? Yeah, they got nothing else to do. They're in Cuba, right? They got nice cars and rum and women and music and cigars and, what the hell, So you really get to notice what is it that you want, what implies what you want, and notice where you have fears of secondary cause. Because the whole thing with secondary cause is that whole thing of like, well, if I imagine feeling what I want to feel, then I'm going to have to get it the way I got it. So this is just some really cool stuff worth exploring. And for fun, anyone who finds this fascinating, pearlpowerpack.com. I sort of bump into a lot of this. So Joe Weldon absolutely smoked plenty of cigars every day. Absolutely. I used to smoke 3 a day. Then I stopped. Well, I came here, right? So,
yes, couldn't afford it out here.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus, right? A cigar is like $80 versus $8.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you. But anyway, we'll continue to answer your question, Robin, but something to really consider. If you don't want to smoke, don't smoke. If you want the feeling, you imagine what implies the feeling. On the other hand, if you decided you did want to smoke, you said, I don't want to jeopardize my progress in healthy eating and whatnot. That's an addiction pattern. If I have 1 cigarette, it's all fucked. If I have 1 beer, it's all fucked. If I have 1 whatever. For me, success with addiction always comes down to getting someone who can or can't, somebody who has choice. Because if you don't have choice, you don't have freedom. So let us continue.
Excellent.
You see, I snuck in a vegetable. All week long, I snuck in vegetables. I swore these people that we know and love and trust to not tell you how much vegetable I ate while you were gone.
I saw it. Don't you think I could see on your Facebook?
Yeah, I know. She checks me out on the Facebook.
Cool, excellent.
The hottest girl in the world checks me out on Facebook. Hoo-ha. Which means I have to go on Facebook more often, because the more often I'm on Facebook, the more often you'll check me out. So that's my middle.
Then.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It's different when I'm away.
Well, but if you're here, still, I should get on Facebook more. Well, if I imagine you noticing me more, maybe I'll get on Facebook more. Anyway.
Okay.
Right. That was a remarkable question, Robin.
Yeah, thank you, Rock and Robin, for your question. The next question is from remarkable Sarah.
Calling from
Italy.
That's right.
Slipping and standing.
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Is that right?
I did that right. Mm-hmm. I'm always right.
And Sarah asks, more often than not, I am in my desired state.
Me too.
Ace. Yet there are times when that serendipity is irritated.
Oh my God.
And I react instead of giving it the giggle.
Good fucking God.
It's women. Nah. I would love to know, Twenty, how you personally slide back to the original state quickly. Thanks.
Cool. Let's ask Victoria. Victoria?
Yes.
How often do I lose my fucking mind?
You're ever loving.
Yeah, she's driving down the road the other day. She's driving my car.
I know.
Right? And I'm... Listen to her right now.
And you yell out, dickwit, or something like that. It's like,
Yeah, buckwheat.
what? Well, he's standing there. What?
So I'm having a lot of fun while we're driving. The commentary just shows up, right? So if there's an upset or there's commentary, I don't edit it. I just let it flow right through. Right? Sort of like when I say, yo, baby, yo. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think, well, that's my wife. I shouldn't treat her that way. Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. Right? Right? What's going on?
Just going to try and put my foot down. Yeah, that's all right.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
I'd like to see the question.
Yep.
Cool. So, if I allow myself to enter it easily, I can exit it easily. So when the upset shows up, I just allow myself to be full-on goddamn fucking upset.
True. It's like when we hang on to it and think, oh, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
It's like niggling all the time in the background, isn't it?
So
until you just like express it.
So if you try to ration it, let's break it into little bit. I love words like ration and rent. So break it into little tiny bits, hold on to it, deny it, stuff it down someplace. On the other hand, when it fucking shows up, it shows up. I'll sit down and go, fuck me. Right? So I got 37 emails. And they kept asking the same question in a different way because I wasn't from one person. Right? This is over the course of like 20 days. So it's like 2 emails a day from one person asking the same question in different days to get me to agree with them. Right? It's like, I'm sorry, you can ask this question 1,000 different ways. I'm not going to agree with you. Right? You've got your twisted view of reality that's making you all kind of fucking happy. Now, I don't. Right? Now, here's what happens. If I sit down and go, oh, it's fucking them again, right? So I get to go, right, there's my upset. I get to let it through. And immediately I can move into Imagine Lovingly form. Versus if I okay, take a deep breath, remember they're just a beginner. If I rationalize it, well, let's go through those eyes and so on. For some reason, I'm having a hard time imagining lovingly for them or having any wisdom for them. So whatever shows up, you let it roll through. And you have the full-grown crisis, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Versus if you try to, yeah.
Shitty itty bitty.
That's right. Yeah. It's interesting. It just might happen that way. Instead of having that full... Now, watch this. See, this is process. So from the NLP point of thing, it's like, I'm upset. So it always starts with, you made me mad.
Yeah.
Right? Then it's like, no, that's a lie. What's the truth? I'm upset. But if I stay with you made me bad, then it's like, then they always do that, don't they? Yeah, they sure do. And then the itty bitty shitty comes up. Well, you know what? All women are like that. Well, just all women that are Leos are like that. Well, all women that are Leos are like that. Well, there's one that isn't. Well, we don't know about that. We've never met her. Right? And then that itty bitty shitty committee fragments into all kind of things.
Excuse me. Yes.
Oh, Victoria.
Yeah, I know.
You made me mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the other hand, it's so simple to move from you made me mad to I'm upset to rightio. Now I can have my giggle. It's called ownership. God, we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, we were. Last show.
Yeah, and in the garden.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yes, you and me.
You and me.
Yeah. We have conversations between shows. Okay, let's wait till this thing goes.
Oh, he might be a while.
Can you guys hear that disgusting noise in the background?
Although he might go back again for a bit while we do the last question. So I'll just say while there's there, that was for Sarah initially. Calling from Italy.
That's right. Remarkable Sarah.
Yeah, remarkable Sarah calling
that's
from
right.
Italy. Thanks
Dr.
very much for your question.
Brian, remarkable veteran. That's right.
Now I'll just sit up a bit. There we go. Okay. Sounds like he's going back the other way. So it's not that loud. Is that
all
what
right.
Mark Dockery says? It's not too loud, says Joe.
All right.
Quite loudly. The next question, and the last question this is from Remarkable Lisa Anna Rock. Natural states.
I'm going to try something.
Yeah.
All right. Can you all still hear us? Somebody say I can still hear you talking.
Louder than a leather. What?
Louder than
Feather.
a feather falling. Can you hear us now,
okay.
Dr. Brian? Joe Weldon is louder. Yes.
Yes,
Cool.
okay.
Okay, cool. I just changed
right.
the mic setting, so.
So,
All right.
as I said, it's from Remarkable Lisa Anna Rock, Natural States.
That is the rightness.
And Lisa asks, hello, 20 in Victoria.
Fuck.
I've noticed that we all have a particular flavour to our persona. Like you noticed the swim instructor at the pool would make a great mummy.
Oh my God.
Or how you identified Victoria in the garden was a truer identity for her than an accountant.
Yep.
Yes.
By the way, she's capable in both.
I do both because I guess I do
Yeah,
our accounts.
Yeah,
but
you still do, but it's
Yeah.
like a couple hours, let's say a day or two every couple months versus like you can spend forever in the garden.
yeah.
She spends some time doing the books. She invests a lot of time in the garden. Rationally, the books need done. Magically, the garden reveals her.
Nice.
By the way, remarkable. 2024 and beyond, we're diving deep into this whole rational versus magical kind of thing in some really cool ways. But this is where it begins. Again, if your life is too full of rational, join us, right? And even if it's not, if you want more magical, join us. All right.
Lisa goes on, and how you, as a young boy, naturally exhibited your inborn nature as teacher. It seems the more honest we are about our natural state and allowing its expression lead, the smoother and more fulfilling life becomes. Please tell us more about the importance of feeling natural in our desires and manifesting.
Cool. You want to go first?
Thank you, Lisa. No.
No. No, she says. All right, cool. So, God, first of all, I really appreciate the nature of your questions. Because I really get, when we allow ourselves to function from our nature, here's how mine seems to progress. What I tend to do is notice, observe, and articulate. So I just notice what I notice, and then some observations show up about it, and then I attempt to articulate it and try to put it in a form where it's not an exploration but an invitation. So this tends to be the process of me. And so when I look back at quote unquote even my origin stories, as a little boy, I thought they were all fucking insane. All of them. Right? Growing up, I tried to get my mom to understand there's more to life than doing the dishes. Dishes are important. Right? So is the rest of it. So is the little boy in this house with you. Right? Mm-hmm. So there are these there seem to be avenues in which we come here where we can expand love and express joy. She can do things in a garden that I can't. I appreciate the garden. I love her. I love participating in the garden. I even watered some of the garden this morning. But the garden is primarily an expression and extension and exploration of her. We talk about the nature of the garden having these little cubby holes and discoveries and so on around. That's her. Right?
Yeah,
she's got these little
I like that.
she's got these. There's always something to discover about her and explore with her. It makes her fascinatingly lovely to me, and that's how the design of the garden evolves. So, yeah, you'll notice I don't use a lot of terms like ego and all that bullshit. Yeah, I really get there are some very simple, natural tendencies that when you can start to notice your simple, natural tendencies, you discover how you're here to love, how you get to bring beauty into the world. And that could be a lot of different ways. My accountant seems to love numbers. We go there, our accountant, and he just loves numbers and fiddling with them and shit. And my whole thing with him is always just pay him whatever the fuck he wants. Like, let him have his fun. For her it would be work. For me it would be headache. But he loves it. So let him do his job, and he'll take care of us having fun. So, what do you reckon? Your turn.
I wouldn't know what to add to it. I was just trying to remember now what you just said about express love was part of it, and there was another part of it, and I really liked it.
Probably something about expanding joy and expressing love.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or expanding love and expressing joy, whichever way you put it.
Yep.
It just sounded really lovely, so that's probably my strawberry bit.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, being the accountant, I only went into that to make money. It wasn't a natural expression of me. Numbers might be. Numbers are a natural part of me that I enjoy, but not...
you enjoy puzzles and stuff like that, but it fit with some of the things you enjoy.
Well,
but it's not like...
when I moved to IT, it definitely did,
yeah.
Even more so, because it was like, how do I... Yeah, so... Yeah. And being in the garden, I love that a lot more. So that was good.
Looks like, Ashley, when Uriah said something lovely, and I didn't see it. We'll have to look back.
Cool.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what else to add to that, sorry. But thank you very much, Lisa, for your question.
Something that happens whenever you're in a relationship, and you're always relating, right? So... as I relate to her and she relates to me, there's this whole thing of like, when a human being feels small, they believe their way is the right way to be. Ashley repeated 20's lovely words. Aw, thanks, Ashley. Cool. Yeah. On the other hand, when you start to discover your magnitude, I don't want her to ever be me. I want her to be her. Because her being her... Can you hold the mic? Her being her and me being me allow us to have this intersection where we can dance. Sort of like a Venn diagram, right? But if I insisted that she be like me, sure, we'd agree all the fucking time, right?
That would be two separate holes.
Exactly. It's a,
Donuts.
yeah. If I insisted that she be like me... it would be literally two identical donuts. But we're two different donuts that have an overlapping. Right? Which makes it really, really lovely. Mm. So this whole thing of naturally relating has you actually relate versus, I can't even figure out a word for it. Yeah. Ashley, when Uriah says, boring.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, do we always agree on food? Do we always agree?
No, we don't always agree.
No.
And we don't always agree on... Well, often the food I like or you like, we both love.
Yep.
But I might mix something in. Like yesterday we had a yummy barbecue, but I ate that bread roll.
That's right.
Toasted it.
That's right. I didn't.
On the side.
That's
no,
right.
You didn't.
And by the way, I was not judgmental toward her. See, just because I'm not eating bread doesn't mean she doesn't have to eat bread. Right? So naturally, the state I'm in right now has me not consuming, refined carbs. Right? It's just the state I'm in. Her state says, "Fuck it, man. That's bread. Look at that. That looks
bread roll left. I'm not checking that out.
Yeah, that looks yummy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and by the way, I asked her. I said, "How was it?" Right?
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly. Versus like, did you enjoy your carbohydrates full of sin and that will make you fat and miserable and give you brain fog?
Yeah,
No.
I loved it.
I loved it. Right, exactly.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So,
excellent.
Victoria.
Yes. So, what we want to... So, thank you, Lisa. Like 20 said as well.
Alessandra says, love you, Victoria Lynn.
Oh, I love you, Alessandra.
Alessandra.
And, like 20 said to Lisa, like how much Lisa's questions mean to us. That's why we always save them up for the last one.
That's right. I'd like to pull the last couple and just put them in their videos. Can we do that, do you reckon?
I'm sure.
Cool. She's awesome. Actually, when Urias just said something about molecules that looks really good, and it just scrolled beyond me, so I'll be looking at that.
Cool.
Looked like a goodie.
And thank you, 20, for all your answers.
Yes.
And at least he wasn't too loud. I mean, he is right just there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And tell us, what we'd like to know is, what was your hashtag strawberry bit? And mine was what you helped me remember, which is expand.
Probably expand love and express joy.
Yeah, expand love and express joy. More joy.
Cool.
Expand more love. I like that. Yeah,
cool.
Thank you. What was yours?
I'm going to go with the natural bit because it ties all the other questions together.
Oh, yes.
So whether it, whatever the other questions were, if you're coming from I can go with like Robin's state. Robin is obviously into fitness. She's got like a body fat. My guess is going to be of like 7.9. Right, let me know. I used to be certified in that stuff. Right, my guess is Robin's probably 7. Well, she's a woman, so she might be about 11. But her body fat is tremendously low. So if she comes from her natural state and gets her natural state is much bigger than tobacco, she can assume that feeling without it jeopardizing anything. So yeah, there's a lot there. Cool. Expand love and express joy, says Alessandra.
Yeah.
Naturally, says Lisa Ann LaRock. Beautifully. All right.
And Tony just said, your mic setting right now is perfect.
Cool. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate that.
Actually, that'll be interesting when we do the edits.
Yeah, you'll hear
I'll hear the difference.
Yes.
Okay, so that was our hashtag Strawberry Beards. Meanwhile, join remarkable.com.
That's right.
Yes.
If you join now, you can get there's $1,000 worth of goodies in the Remarkable Vault.
In a secret vault.
It's in a secret vault that you get as a Remarkable member, right? So you start doing some math, no brainer. Plus, we got the monthly call, the private Facebook group. Imagine, instead of being in a group with 50,000 people, you're in a group with about 50. Alessandra says the vault is amazing.
Cool.
That's right. Tony Doyle, joinremarkable.com. That's right.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right.
Short and sweet ads.
Yeah, that was good. I love you, Victoria.
I love you, babe.
I'm going to go to the pool.
You are.
And I'm going to come home.
I might try and mow our lawns for a bit.
All right.
I want to get rid of some of this. Yeah,
the pesky clover. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And,
okay.
if we're going to have the most lovely lunch today, we're going to have